So there's a lot of broke, fine ass girls. They're broke as shit, but they look like a million, trillion, gazillion dollars. Most fine girls, they usually broke. You know, she's fine as shit. I'm gonna beat this up, and I might even I'm gonna lock this down or whatever. Have you been doing it? Like, do you have a bag set aside? It's very rare to see a fine ass girl who's got like a serious bag, you know what I mean? How are you gonna expect to get a man who's super paid when you're just not paid at all? The only thing you really have to offer is spending his money. The only thing you really have to offer is spending his money. The only guys that you're really gonna get like that are suckers, my G. So that's like, now we're transitioning into the next variety, which is rich girls that got money, but they don't look that crazy. Rich girls that got money, but they don't look that crazy. Those are actually low-key the lit ones. And chances are, those are the ones that got the crazy pussy, yo. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real. Like, from a guy's perspective, like, a nut is a nut, bro. Like, come on, like. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Dkay, and we are back with another episode of Rude Love. All right? So look, today our topic is going to be a discussion. Okay? We're going to be talking about broke girls that are fine as hell and rich girls that are not so fine. Okay? What is the male perspective when it comes to dealing with both these varieties of females? All right. And yeah, let's get into it. So what should we start with? Okay, so let's start with broke girls. Broke fine girls. All right. So there's a lot of broke, fine ass girls. They're broke as shit, but they look like a million, trillion, gazillion dollars. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, broke bitches is like most of the fine girls. You know what I mean? Like, most fine girls, they usually broke because they're not really reading books. They're not going to school. They're not doing shit. They're just out here just looking fine and just looking for a rich nigga or whatever. You know what I mean? But from a male perspective, when you're young, that's when you entertain those girls, you know, because you don't know anything. Like, you're more focused on like the way that a girl looks, so you're gonna be like, oh shit, I don't give a fuck what she does, and you're just like, you know, she's fine as shit, I'm gonna beat this up, and I might even I'm gonna lock this down or whatever. But as you get older as a man, you start to change your perspective, and you start looking at, well, what does she do like with her time? Like, you know what I mean? Because it's not just about the girls who are just now starting their business and et cetera, et cetera. It's like, have you been doing it? Like, do you have a bag set aside? It's very rare to see a fine ass girl who's got like a serious bag. You know what I mean? They are definitely out there. Don't get it twisted. They're super out there, but it's very hard to find, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, like if you're younger, you could probably get away with that. But as you get older, you're going to have to build your bag up, and you're going to have to, you know what I mean? Because, like, how are you going to expect to get a man who's super paid when you're just not paid at all? The only thing you really have to offer is spending his money, or, you know, just looking fine and shit like that. Like, I don't think that's going to add up. And for some reason, I think that girls think that is the main, that's their business plan right now, is, let me find a guy who's got some bread and get on. But I'm just letting you know, the only guys that you're really going to get like that are suckers, my G. Like, suckers. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be a big rude boy or anything like that. They're going to be just some sucker, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, because like I said in my last video, if I'm getting money, think about this. This is some real like law of attraction shit right here. If I'm getting money, this doesn't apply to dudes that are getting illegal money, because illegal money, I mean, hey man, like you don't necessarily got to be like honing in on your like, you know what I mean, energy and shit like that to be getting an illegal bag, because, you know, it can be done. Like, let's just say that, you know what I mean? But if you're trying to build a business, trying to build an empire, etc., you got to make sure that your like chakras are aligned. Like, it's going to be hard to wake up every morning, go to the gym, go to work, stay motivated, stay on your shit, you know, reinvest your money, like figuring out what the next step is. Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? So like, if you have a girl that's not constantly on her P's and Q's, trying to like, you know, elevate herself, it's gonna be hard for you to like want to fuck with that girl, because it's gonna feel like a distraction. You know what I mean? It's gonna feel like, oh, this girl just wants to hang out all the time or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's just, you know, how we're viewing it. And so when you get to like a little bit older, I mean, I'm not even that old, but I'm just saying I'm older than I was, like, you know? So it's like nowadays the new badass bitch is the ones that are on their shit. I'm telling you. So that's like, now we're transitioning into the next variety, which is rich girls that got money, but they don't look that crazy. From a guy's perspective, to be honest, those are actually low-key the lit ones, you know? Because those are the ones that they already know what it is. You know, they're not out here like trying to be Kim Kardashian and this and that. They have been getting a bag. They're really smart and shit like that. And chances are, those are the ones that got the crazy, crazy pussy, yo. You know what I mean? Just keeping it real, like. And at the end of the day, like, from a guy's perspective, like, a nut is a nut, bro. Like, come on, like, trust me, it's crazy when it is like a badass bitch or whatever, but it's just really a nut at the end of the day. So you're gonna be looking at this whole thing like, bro, like, can I lean on this girl? Like, can we like go out and she got me? Or is it that every single time like I'm forking out the bag or whatever? Or, you know, or maybe sometimes it just like, once you like, if you're really like a real player for real, like, you're gonna be thinking it's lit to be like getting a bag with your girl. You know what I mean? Or maybe your girl's gonna be putting you on to like some new business type shit, or, you know, she might be helping to connect some dots. Like, that is the real flex. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let's get real. Like, that's the real flex. And all my big homies, you know, that's what they're on. They're like, yo, they're talking to girls who got money. They you know what I mean? Like, doing shit and trying to figure out how can we build, how can we multiply this shit to where, you know, it's looking lit like that, you know? So, and the other thing is too, is like, when you have like a not so fine girl, but she's got some money, like, chances are she's gonna appreciate you way more. You know what I mean? Because she already got everything that makes her happy. You know what I mean? Now the next thing that she needs is you. So now you make her happy. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I feel like they're viewing it. So you're gonna probably enjoy life like a lot more with that girl, because she's not gonna be like stressing you about like who you're talking to or what you're doing, etc., because she's gonna be like just happy when you're around, you know? Like, it's just like really consuming you as a person. And you know what I mean? And on top of that, she got shit to do, which is not just doing her makeup. So that's some shit. Like, imagine, like, regular girls are really actually where it's at. Like, because, you know, some girls, like, there's 24 hours in a day, and some girls are using 2 of those hours to do their, like, makeup. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hate, you know, having to waste half an hour on some shit, let alone just to go out the house. Like, that doesn't really add up to me. So I would much rather have an average girl with a body and a bag than a dime from head to toe. You know what I'm saying? Because then also too, then you got to deal with the constant like, like, because when you got a really, really badass bitch, sometimes it's crazy because then they're always getting hollered at. So now they think that their value is like crazy high, even though they're broke and they're not about shit. But, like being beautiful, man, is not worth that much. Like it's lit. I'm telling you, it's not worth that much. Why? Because a lot of people are beautiful. So just by supply and demand, it's not even that like, it's not that valuable. You know what I'm saying? So if you ask me, I'm always take the ugly bitch with a bag. That's just me. But that's just the rude boy speaking. You know what I mean? Me, I usually get a bad bitch with a bag. So, it is what it is. Just letting you know what I think. And you could take it or you could leave it. You know what I'm saying? But that was this episode of Rude Love. So make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.